Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about how to have more energy at work. It always feels good when you're in that flow state and you're rolling and you're feeling good. So we're going to try to get that and help you get there more often. So again, here at Life on Your Terms, we make these videos here so you can do exactly that. Live a life on your terms. Today we're focused specifically on the professional side of things. So today I'm going to go over number one, things that kill your energy at work. Number two, what I use to give me energy. And then number three, some other ways you can try that I know people do and work well for them. So number one, things that kill your energy at work. And I think the first and foremost thing is nutrition. What are you eating? Are you eating very high sugar foods or just crappy foods in general that don't give you that much energy? Because I know personally when I eat those foods, when I eat fast food, I feel worse. But when I eat meat or rice or fruits or stuff like that that's healthy, I tend to feel better at work. Whereas if I go to Raising Cane's or McDonald's down the street, I tend to feel worse. When I come back to work, I feel lethargic and tired. So I think it's important to start there first. What is your nutrition like in the morning before you go to work, but also during your lunch break while you're there? Because those two things can have a huge impact on how you feel when you come back to your desk or come back to whatever you're doing for your job. The second thing that I think that kills your energy is negative talk. And I mean self-talk and gossip around the workplace. So if you are talking to yourself and you're telling yourself, oh my gosh, I hate this job, I feel terrible, I hate my work, you're gonna feel worse and less energy, and you're gonna feel like you wanna be at home doing nothing or doing something else and not wanting to be where you're at. That's not gonna help with your energy levels. So I'd encourage you to try to limit the negative self-talk while you're there. Also though, gossiping at work, I found when I did it in the past, it would kill my energy if I were to ever gossip at a manager, because I've been there, I've been upset, and when I do it, I tend to just feel worse. I feel like I have worse energy, so I would encourage you to not gossip at work. It's again gonna make you not wanna be there, which will kill your energy levels. The third thing that'll kill your energy levels at work is bad culture or work environment. If you're in a place where that's not encouraging, that's not upbringing, stuff like that, it's not going to be enjoyable to be there. It's going to crush your energy. If you feel like someone's always looking over your shoulder or something like that, if you don't feel trusted, if you don't feel part of the process, you're going to not have energy levels. So with that can be a little bit more difficult to change, but I would encourage you to speak up. If you're feeling like there's something in your work environment that kills yours and your coworkers' energy, speak up, because there's almost no downside to it and almost all upside to it. And so with that'll move us to what I use to give me energy. I like to use exercise and regular walks. So I like to exercise before I go into work, and typically if I don't have too hard of a workout, I'll feel good and I'll feel better. If I just do legs or do some sprints, I'm gonna be tired. But overall, I just feel mentally better, which can help me get through the day. And so with that, if I just have a really good workout, I feel great. I do use caffeine for workouts, so that's a factor as well. Also though, another thing you can try really anywhere you're at is walks. And even if walking around the office, while I'm working here at my house, I'll just walk back and forth right there in the living room, kind of wake me up, and I'll have those blinds open to get the light in my eyes. It's another great thing. So walking wherever you're at, even if it's just, we have a bunch of cubicles, you walk around the cubicles a few times, or go out, if you can, go outside and get a walk, because that's even better. So maybe you don't have a gym right by you could go to in the morning or whatever, and you have to go at night, then I would encourage you to do walks, because it's just a little boost energy, get that metabolism going, get that brain working, get that body moving. So that can be very helpful as well to elevate your energy levels. Another thing that I use is sleep. I always make sleep a huge priority for myself, because I know I feel better when I get my 8 hours. So I prioritize sleep, but on top of sleep, I like to do little power naps. Little 20-minute power naps tend to help me a lot. So with that, if you could find a way on your lunch break or whatever, just take a little 20-minute power nap, that can rejuvenate you, get you ready for the latter half of the day. I am a huge proponent of power naps. About 22 minutes is perfect, is what I find. Another factor that I do and try to make a huge priority is hydration. Something that can slip on us and we don't know that we're feeling the effects of it until it's kind of too late. So try to stay ahead of the hydration. You'll just generally feel better. You'll be quicker on your feet, stuff like that. So hydration is another huge thing I try to focus on. And then, as I mentioned earlier with the walks, natural light. Getting natural light in our eyes just wakes us up, makes us feel better. We're meant to be outside. So if you're in a darker environment, try to get outside more, get that natural light in your eyes, and I think you'll notice that you'll feel better, because I know I have when I made that a huge priority. Another thing I do, kind of long-term energy levels. Those were kind of short-term day-to-day, but long-term energy levels, what I like to look at is setting goals, whether it's weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. Having those set out for me can kind of help me drive towards something and keep my energy going on that and feeling good about what I'm working on. Because I've noticed when I feel good about what I'm working on, I feel like I have high energy and I feel like I'm in that flow state. So if you can get goals over those time horizons, it kind of help you feel like you're accomplishing stuff and moving, you're gonna feel better, feel a little bit more motivation and a little more energy. So I'd encourage that. Another practice you can try is just simply mindfulness moments. Take 2 minutes. Just take 2 minutes to set your things down. What I like to do, literally on my phone, set a 2-minute timer, set everything down, all electronics, everything, and just look around, what's around me, what do I notice? That kind of brings me back to the moment and kind of take me out of the work for just a second, and then I'm ready to go back in with a fresh mind, full of energy, things of that nature. So those are kind of some of the ways that I like to utilize when it comes to increasing my energy levels at work. That brings us to our third point, is that ways that you can try that I don't really utilize, but I know others do and have found great success with them. So music. I don't typically like to listen to music when I'm in my deep work, but some people love it. So maybe try that. Get a good playlist going before you get into the office or wherever you're working at. Turn on that music, and I think it'll help time go by faster, number one, and then it'll also increase your energy if you're listening to some good music. I do use caffeine sometimes. That's more with my workout, but I typically don't use it while I'm at work. But I know people that like to have an energy drink while they're working. That can elevate your energy levels and be super helpful with that. Just be careful with it. You probably limit yourself to one a day. That's just what I would recommend. And then another thing that I know people like is to just have some social interaction. Take a 10, 15-minute break, go talk to some of your coworkers, stuff like that. That can kind of help you forget about work a little bit, get a little more rejuvenated to come back and finish whatever you're doing. So social interaction can be another thing that you could try to increase and stuff like that to get some more energy. And then the third and final thing that other ways you can try is some healthy snacks. I guess I did talk about nutrition earlier, so if you could have some healthy snacks, bring those in, time those right. Another thing is just simply desk stretches. This kind of relates to walking, but get up, stretch around, move around a little bit, do some stretches at your desk. That can feel really good, get you moving again, get your body moving, and a little mental break, if you will. And then another thing that I know some people like to try is just simple positive affirmations that they tell themselves out loud. That's completely how you define it. You just can create even a list of 5 things about characteristics about yourself that you know that you can do, what's ahead of you, and try to increase that energy.